Hello, my name is Brehon and I would like to welcome you back to the channel, where not only do we talk about great stocks, but we also talk about great books. Listen, family, we are one day away from what we've been waiting on. IMMR, Immersion Corporation's quarterly earnings. All right, now the earnings date is set for March 4th, so we are one day away. And I talked about Immersion Corporation on a few videos prior, so you be sure to check them out. But if you are unfamiliar with Immersion, they are responsible for the haptic technology, and they were giving the right to install their haptic technology. You know, the vibration and everything that goes into the PS5 controller, where they were awarded that contract. All right. And it was announced that Immersion, this very, very small company, will be awarded a royalty for every PS5 controller sold. Now remember, these video games, the PS5 is a huge, huge seller. All right, with video gaming world, it's huge. And most people, when they do buy these PS5s, they buy multiple controllers. All right. So, um, huge potential for IMMR. Okay. And let's just take a look at something I came across recently. Now, the technology is so phenomenal that there's a potential that IMMR's Immersion's haptic technology could go inside of the Xbox controller. All right, small cap immersion is rising as its haptic technology could be added to a second major gaming console after its success with another. What happened? Immersion has a royalty deal with Sony Corporation. The deal allows the company to use Immersion's haptic technology in gaming and virtual reality controllers, including the strong selling PS5. After the success of the PlayStation 5 and the strong reviews for the controller, Sony's gaming rival Microsoft Corporation is considering adding haptic technology to their controllers. This is phenomenal. Huge news. Microsoft sent an Xbox console experience survey to its users that asked questions about the controllers. Questions ask if the Xbox Series X feels next gen and if users are aware of features on the PlayStation controllers that they wish were on the Xbox controllers, according to Tech Radar. I applaud what they did with the controller. I think for all of us in the industry, we should learn from each other and the innovations that we all push on, whether it's distribution of business model like Game Pass or controller tech. Microsoft Vice President of Gaming Phil Spencer said. Now listen, if they can get the contract, have that on lock with PlayStation 5, then they have the game controller piece locked on Microsoft. This small company is off to doing some phenomenal things, doing some having some phenomenal games in the future. And this reminds me of this kid I remember when the PlayStation 3 had their when Sony had the PlayStation 3 out at the time, and they made an announcement that AMD would put all of their AMD would install their microchips and processors into the PlayStation 4. So this Asian kid, he went and put his entire life savings, which was $50,000, on AMD. And AMD's price at the time was $2 a share. And this guy grew from, he took that $50,000 and within a short matter of time turned $50,000 into $600,000. He cashed out 600,000, $550,000 total profit. All right. And this is setting us up for huge gains. This is setting us up for another AMD type of outcome. All right. Now, again, Immersion announces preliminary results for fiscal fourth quarter. So again, January 4th. they came out with some preliminary, and they stated that Immersion Corp, the leading developer and provider of technology for haptics, announced today preliminary results for the fiscal fourth quarter ended December 31st, 2020. Based on preliminary financial data, Immersion expects fiscal fourth quarter revenues to be between 10.5 to 11 million. All right, net income to be between 7.5 and 8.5 million. We haven't heard them talk anything about the PS5 numbers. All right, they haven't said anything about the PS5 numbers. And what's amazing is this company has such a phenomenal future ahead of itself. Once they do announce or do book that Microsoft deal and other deals they have coming down the pike, this company is going to take off. And I'm going to show you why in a few minutes. All right. Again, here's another deal. Immersion signs Korean-based Worry Industrial to a new multi-year license for haptic technology use in automotive touchscreens. Immersion Corporation, the leading developer and provider of technologies of haptics, today announced that it has signed a multi-year license agreement with Worry Industrial Corporated. The agreement licenses Immersion's haptic technologies to Worry for automotive touchscreens manufactured by Worry and sold to automotive OEMs. Worry Industrials is one of the leading automotive component suppliers of Korea. In the interest of providing our customers with a larger breadth of products and capabilities, we're partnering with Immersion to add advanced haptic feedback components to our offering, said Mr. Martin Heo. Haptic technologies improve ease of use and screen navigation in automotive touchscreens, reducing distraction and improving safety. We're excited to add licensed haptic products to our offerings to meet market needs for haptic technologies. This is just phenomenal news. We are pleased to grow our ecosystem with the addition of Worry Industrial Haptics enabled components for the touchscreen, said Mr. Gerard Smith, interim CEO at Immersion. The adoption of haptics in automotive HMIs will lead to more innovative use, causing the advanced implementations that will showcase the important role that touchscreen plays as our interface in the car. Again, the company is positioning itself to do some great things. All right. Now, again, I think I showed this at the beginning of the video, but when we take a look at the chart here, we can see that we had a nice upward trend, nice strong upward trend, going from $6 all the way up to 15. Then we had a reversal in pattern. All right, so we are now on a nice downward trend, but the last 3 days we have settled. So it appears that we are settling around the $10.57, $10.60 mark. And the market itself has taken a downward turn. And when you think about a phenomenal company, the phenomenal potential that Immersion has, it shows how the market has gone from many people controlling the buying and selling of certain stocks to robots. Now everything is all robotic. Based on bad news, based on good news, algorithms are picking up the good news and they're buying. They're picking up the bad news and they're selling. So many of the trades going on, the major trades are happening in hyperseconds, and also it's all based on algorithms. All right, all based on algorithms. But again, this trending down, it's settling around 1060, gives us a great opportunity here. I think the earnings report is going to be even better than what they projected February 4th with all of the new business, and all we need is more new business. So remember, this announcement came out February 12th after the initial discussion of the expected quarterly earnings. All right, so the expected numbers Just a little rough draft of the expected numbers came out February 4th. All right. Now, again, this announcement here, the licensing deal came out February 12th. All right. So again, all we need is good news, good revenue. And again, we want to invest in companies not solely because it's hype. All right, now hype dies out. Like a helium balloon. You pump up a helium balloon, you let it go, it'll increase, it'll go up in the air, and eventually all that helium will ex, eh, eh, get will leave that balloon, and eventually that balloon will come tumbling down back to the Earth's surface. All right, so we don't want these hyped up stocks, these helium inflated stocks. We want to invest in great, solid companies with a solid growth strategy, solid fundamentals, and strong contracts with great companies. All right. And Immersion is positioning itself to do some great things. And this is another reason why this company has the ability to fly. So when you take a look at the outstanding shares for Immersion Corporation, they only have 27 million shares outstanding. That is minuscule. That is a small amount of outstanding shares for a company. Now, we don't know what they may do. Will they do a share offering, which I really don't agree with? But if they do some splits, 2-to-1 splits, 4-to-1 splits later on in the future, if you're holding, that's just going to increase the overall value of your positions. So Immersion is a company that you want to be in, and you want to be in this company for the long haul because there is nothing but great possibilities. There is nothing but huge potential, and there is nothing but a great future in store for Immersion's technology. Now, listen, I hope this video added some value to you. Now, if it did, hey, please leave a like, leave a comment, let me know how you feel about Immersion's technology, and don't forget, keep coming back for more of this wealth building information. Peace.